Hello, and welcome to your regularly scheduled Genshin Impact last minute story events. Will I have enough time to even finish it? I hope so, because these are always my favorite events. The Exquisite Night Chimes. 1 day, 2 hours remaining. As the year's end draws near, the bustling lantern rite is soon approaching. You and Paimon return to Liyue Harbor and find yourselves pleasantly surprised by many old friends and a special guest from abroad. Now, this I have 8 days, so I'll get to that. Trials, whatever, I'll do those Monday. And then none of this other stuff has time limits. So, we're quick starting because I'm way behind on story quests. So, I hope to catch up sometime, but now is not that time. So, here we go. Complete the Architrust, Crane Returns on the Wind, and Story Quest Umbreless Orcus Chapter 1 first to get the best experience. You can still unlock the event, experience all relevant story and gameplay without completing said quest if you enter it through Quick Start, but your experience will be affected as you might encounter unknown characters and relationships, and some characters might be occupied by other quests. Do you wish to start? Yes. Okay. I'm about it, Paimon. You know it. Zhongli? Normally I would agree, but look who's right there. You can't hear her. There you go. Now you can hear her.
Oh, why the pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place.
I'm glad I noticed
How have
that.
you fared as of late?
Everything's been going great.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met.
True.
It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Thank you, Zhongli. I missed your
You
voice.
are too kind.
So, Zhongli, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However,
What's
I
my
had
chair?
planned to take a walk to Chimes village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Alright.
Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows, because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right?
Of course.
Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if
Director
you have already
Hu
made
Tao?
arrangements for the days ahead?
Have not?
Well, we were going to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land.
Sounds good to me.
Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
I'm already drooling.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why are your eyes like that? Ooh. Why am I angry?
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
True.
Ugh. Let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
Sure.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
That's okay. I'm down to be bamboozled by
However,
Zhongli.
there is no need to rush. The streets of Liu will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
Okay, I
We're
understand.
heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Ah, the lanterns.
Take care now, you two.
Ah. Obtain the nascent bamboo shoots. Look, the lanterns are back. Oh, so pretty. Ooh, what's that? I'm sure they'll tell me about it later, but I'm gonna go see if I can see what the big primary lantern is this year. Oh. Wow. It's like a magic carpet with one of the peaks on it. Oh, look at the clouds with their sticks. Nice details, nice touches. And that could be our friend Cloud Retainer. I doubt it is, but it could be. Amazing. Alright, shoop. 1,000 miles for an enigmatic treat.
Bamboo shoot.
Oh, God.
Bamboo shoot.
Piss off, boy.
Nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Who are you? A short and slender figure rescues the drowning man and brings him back ashore.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Who are you? Who are you?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hello, Yao Yao.
Whoa, he's so well-mannered.
Dendro.
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Mm-hmm. Greetings.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
Dvorak. Where you getting that zh from?
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost.
Fair.
Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely
Slippy.
have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
I was gonna question her, but I'm always like giving my wife a hard time because she trips and slips on things and I don't. And I just tend to be more mindful of where I'm walking, and she just kind of walks a lot of times. So it is true. If you are more mindful, it is a little easier to avoid even like true accidents. Like you couldn't tell that something was slippery, but because you were kind of paying attention to what you were doing instead of thinking about something else, you may be more likely to catch yourself. Ooh,
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
sounds like it.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Okay. I have a entire feast and
What a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon.
several feasts in my backpack.
You're welcome.
Wish I could sell them.
So tasty. If only there were more.
More. You already had the Sumpter Beasts share.
Having a healthy appetite is a
The
good
Sumpter
thing.
Beasts
It
share.
means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch.
Oh, thanks for being thoughtful,
Hope
Yao
you're
Yao.
taking notes, traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
Paimon, I have so much food in the bag. Just ask.
What do you think, sir?
I don't want all of
Are
it.
these snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way.
A moon pie with meat in
As for
it?
Fontaine's cooking, though, it's
Our
been a
moon
long
pies
time
have
since I've had
mushroom
a
in it.
taste of home.
Marshmallow in it.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
What's that?
Iridescence tour?
That does sound somewhat familiar. Does it? Doesn't ring a bell.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation.
They're hinting pretty heavily that Fontaine is our
At
next
least
nation.
All the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
I mean, go for it.
I love listening to stories.
But talk fast. I'm starting this the day before it ends.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning.
Sure.
The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels.
Hey, that's what you did.
As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura.
Question. If your ancestor, if there's a story passed down through your family of your ancestor slipping and falling into a lake and nearly drowning, wouldn't you, like, it become a family tradition to learn how to fucking swim?
Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an
The
instrument
rivers
so that
and
he
the
could spread his
mountains.
story far and wide, just like the bards.
Oh, I know a bard.
After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing,
Two, actually, but one of
people
them's
have come to
awful.
think
The
of
other one's
that
great.
lady as something like a fairy.
Ooh.
The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake.
So it's a local legend, and yet you still don't know how to
People
swim?
now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Turn the game up a little bit, just so. Get a little better.
Wow!
It's a nice legend at its heart is a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history.
I'm never going to get over this swimming thing,
I
though.
wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack.
Okay.
I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too!
Yao, you sound and act way too old for who you are.
Imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
This is the third time the Traveler has looked angrily at Paimon, and I don't like this rift in our relationship.
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Why?
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their advice and made my way here.
Sounds good to me.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the
A
world.
gullible granny.
Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well, and so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
I guess that's true
And
at this
anyway,
point.
you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
Ah,
Oh dear.
of course you did.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen?
He does
Why don't I
not.
bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu?
Oh, yes, please. He has a very distinctive outfit, but no vision that
I
I've
don't
seen.
know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Chising know just about everything.
That's true.
If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
Sure. I don't know how they would know one random
you've
person
already
for
helped me so
100 years
much.
ago.
I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all.
Who
You know
are
what?
you?
It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It sure be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
Then let's get moving.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
She's so cute.
Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Sounds good to me. Go to Liyue Harbor. Well, I'm not gonna run there. That's for sure not gonna happen. Who do they think I am? I'm Fast Travels McGee. I could just cut across, but I'm gonna pretend I'm running down the road. Just a nice stroll with my homies.
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
Yeah, man. Light and Right Festival.
It's almost as if
Magnificent.
I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
I do hate that Timbre is timbre. I do.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
True.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself.
Dude, it's amazing.
The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
I was waiting for him to walk. I didn't realize he was following me. My bad.
Hey, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Still don't like the accent. Wish the hair was down. But we like her more than we used to, so.
Hello,
Good to see ya.
Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
Well, I guess that makes sense that they would know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Well, feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
Yeah, where's the festival?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
Yes, please.
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Boo. We knew that already, but still boo.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
You could host it.
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Kuching and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
Throw enough money at your problem and it will go away.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
A Lantern Rite music festival would be something different.
That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak,
And you know how painful
don't
that
let
is for me to
yourself
do.
be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
Well, what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
No way.
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Oh,
Wow!
she wants to be
Here's
the
that
opener.
rock and roll spirit.
What do
Interesting.
you say, Mr. Dvorak?
I want to do my own thing.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Please.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan.
Who's her senior?
So about this senior of yours Shinya mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know?
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before.
Oh, interesting.
Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
Of course. Could have just taken the ramp up, but I'm not that kind of a person. What's this? Fireworks? Granny. Oh,
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
yes? Of course. Oh, it's Granny. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
We love Granny.
Calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao.
She's got some
You
Naruto
do say the
looking
sweetest things.
eyes.
Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends
The
during the
Renegon.
lantern rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam
You're
Ping.
half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
Terribly. If we could add some musical elements to Lantern Rite, if we could organize a Lantern Rite music festival.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Yeah.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
More than you could ever imagine, buddy.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with, yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Okay.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
See you later, Granny. Look for Ganyu. Wait. That was such a creepy, deep voice. Neighborhood. What's that?
What's
I
the hurry?
assume it was just one of those guys talking, but it was so scary sounding. Been a while since I harvested all these flowers. I used to do this like every other day. Oh, I see her. I was wondering if I was gonna have to go up to the chamber. Ooh. There's a sheer wall right there. Hello. Goodbye. Bye, Buyun. Can you?
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil
Suddenly
Affairs,
daytime.
please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Bye, Xiao.
You.
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
I'm thankful that there is no eye tracker chest when
This
Ganyu's
is
on
weird.
screen.
It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Don't listen to Paimon.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on.
It's okay.
Oh, my apologies.
I
don't
understand.
believe we've
As
been
much as I
introduced.
wish I didn't, I do.
Paimon will do the honors.
Paimon tells Ganyu about Mr. Dvorak, how you from how you met, his family history, to the music festival idea, or something along those lines.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Yeah,
Oh?
we expected as
Well,
much.
the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life.
Excuse me.
The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received.
Won't know unless you
It
try.
would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities.
Wow.
Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the
The
Lantern
final
Rite.
act.
As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end the night on high note.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly.
This dude gave up on life
Let's
and then
step
he's
to the
like,
side and discuss further.
Wait. Everything's happening so fast.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
True.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me.
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Paimon, you're trying to freeload again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet.
Are we gonna get the list?
Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like?
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
And anything with meat in it, or honey, or chicken.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
The Cocoa Goat.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yaoyao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime.
Stay put and wait for 2 hours. Okay, don't move. After a short wait, Kitching and Ganyu arrive at the square in front of
Greetings, traveler, Paimon, and Mr.
Eugene Terrace.
Dvorak.
Kitching.
Call me Kuching.
Kitching.
Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Nice.
Yay! That's awesome!
Unbelievably efficient. Kitching strikes again.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step.
Sure.
On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching.
Kitching.
I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician,
Perfect.
music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
Have you ever actually put on a concert, or have they always failed? What about your ancestor? What about the fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Yeah, it's been hundreds of years, so.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. She's
To
magical,
tell you
sort
the
of.
truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself.
Yeah, somewhat.
I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast.
And part Coco Goat.
I know how important your quest
no, I'm
to
sorry,
get in touch with your
100%
roots
Coco
must be
Goat.
to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
No.
You bet they're real! Trying
The
to
gods
break
walk
it
the
down
earth.
is
Why
tough,
would that
though,
be
like
so
Julian
far-fetched?
Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
It's a tall mountain.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask.
But I know who is.
But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Okay.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
I can confirm that.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs.
What?
Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
Teach me.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search?
Yep, for
You're
sure.
well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Sounds great.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Okay.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so
Watch this
helpful and
space.
kind. I just...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Truly.
It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
And I'm sure the wind that guided you here feels the same way and may even join in the music
You're
festival.
right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern ride a true extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too.
Of course we are.
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Where is it?
Music sounds nice.
Music make you lose control. Music
be
make
told,
you lose
The
control.
question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering
dive in there,
for
Kaya. You'll break your
quite
neck.
some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Okay. Whoa.
Lady Yuhong,
Yes.
Iwan, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival.
Trouble?
I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang.
How convenient. There's been no strange melodies in the 2 years I've been hanging out here, but there's a strange melody now when we're looking for an ancient melody.
But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I'll go. I'll do it. I'll
I
do it.
understand. In that case,
Nope. Us.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, he will handle it.
Yep.
With
Stop
the
being
traveler
mean
on the
to
case, it's as good as dealt with.
Who are you?
Thank you.
Should I know
This
her?
will be a great help. I
Not
will
sure.
inform Lady Ningguang about the situation.
It did
Once
skip
it's
some quests,
resolved,
so.
please come and find me again at Eugene Terrace and let me know.
Okay.
Do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
Yes, please.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe
To
and come
Ningguang.
back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Thanks. I don't need it. It's like the coast of the lake. I wouldn't really call that the coast. Yep.
What's the hurry?
It's 1:15 a.m. on the night before the Lantern Rite Festival ends, and I would like to finish the story quest at the very least. That's what the hurry is, Kaya.
Byron said the strange tomb is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
There's always ghosts
I
down
was
here.
just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
What are you doing here?
Paimon? How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart
You look pretty
Get it?
alive to me.
What are
Can't
you
have spooked
doing
you
here?
that bad.
Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
You're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining.
Okay.
Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Gosh. Why do I like that haircut so much? Don't know.
Catch
But
the
I do.
wind.
Investigate the clues.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
But those are crates, Paimon.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
It sounds like the crates. Is this one going to be about the window?
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in.
Okay, why are we investigating this?
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
They live in the middle of the, like, wilderness. Maybe they don't lock their doors.
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yaylon, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
Nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It's difficult to theorize with so little evidence. It must have something to do with that melody.
Your instincts are pretty good.
Thanks.
Hmm.
My
Or
instinct
perhaps
is
it's
that
not
we
instinct.
heart
The
Yaylon.
strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available after all.
Yeah.
Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village.
Okay.
But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind.
Okay.
The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts.
So now when they hear, they just bolt.
Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
Leaving the doors unlocked.
The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
Well, how do they know about that?
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight, we could follow their tracks.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today.
Why?
Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway.
So they didn't use
Not
any
only did
elemental.
they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy.
Makes sense.
Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business.
Yep.
They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
They picked the wrong one.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yaylon.
I'll follow her anywhere.
Mm-hmm. As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
Okay, so what's that mean? Whoa, whoa, hey. Follow Yelan, yeah, sure. Suddenly she's fast. Let's go.
Here, look at this.
But
These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
we have matching hair colors.
Huh. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Ah, you think we're close? Oh, okay. It's like, oh, we're talking again? No. Just had to get behind you.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent!
Hmm.
Not the treasure hoarders again! And so close
But that
to
one's
lantern
abandoned,
ride,
right? Is that the
too.
one we're at?
Tis not the season for their antics!
Tis not the season.
Come on, let's round them up.
Okay. Is this the abandoned one? I believe it is. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, hi. Hello.
Hey! Who are you? Where did you come from?
Doesn't matter. Hold your peace.
The evidence is conclusive.
Oh?
Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor, hmm?
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Oh, buddy.
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Yeah.
You're open!
Gotcha!
You're open! Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
Kablam, kablam.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Lord have mercy.
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
Yes.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
She's so scary.
I won't, I swear. You know, so Lantern Right's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things.
So instead of working for my money, I figured I'd steal it from someone
I know
helpless.
I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Watch out for the hill trail in the
Okay.
background.
Continue.
Okay.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave.
You knew the story from your
But they did.
childhood.
And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh?
We'll see.
Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend lantern right behind bars.
Or worse.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity.
Oh.
You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, don't fight about it.
You know, as a
Might not
former
live that
victim
long
of
if you
this
do.
kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
Yes.
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Good job, Yelan.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too.
Dang, you can't be whispering in my ear like
See you
that,
when I see
Yelan.
you.
Come on.
And happy Lantern Rite.
Hey, listen in. I'm super fucking hot, and I just want to tell you you did a good job, but also be safe because I don't know where you got that information from. Thank you.
Yelan's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete.
Random.
Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Why is it a shame?
Because Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's driving Paimon crazy.
I have lived that.
When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing.
But then...
And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
Comes down to the ill will of the user. Their bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the
Oh,
music.
really?
Ooh, yeah.
Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again.
Proud of you,
Well,
Paimon.
anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Random event. Head to Eugene Terrace and report back to Bywin. Okay. I'm gonna glide in from the top. Whee! Come all the way down there to get the glaze slowly. Hello, Bywin.
Byron, we're back!
Bywin?
Everything's all sorted.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Okay. Bywin hurries off. Bywin returns. Oh, even better.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
Hello.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels.
But
But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize.
yeah.
Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion.
Oh, your
Simply
favorite
put,
thing.
There will always be work to do.
There always
Oh.
is.
You're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Ming Shao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
The Ming Shao lantern. I was just said the main
Yeah,
one.
it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
A goose.
Sea Gazer.
Oh,
I believe you're familiar with the name.
am I?
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
It has been too long. I cannot
On this
recall.
marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm unsure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Yeah, that makes sense. They are old though,
Well,
and we know how those people
let's
react to
hope
new
so.
things.
I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend.
Seems that way.
I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Of course, best friend Ning Wang. Oh. Radiant Sparks. During the Lantern Rite, Chen Chen, a recruiter for the Adventurers Guild, is eagerly rubbing her hands together in anticipation of an interesting event. A few words in the foreground. Wait. Paper theater. A man's melancholic yearning, adepti and demons, and heartfelt romance played out with paper. Interesting. Vigilance at sea. During Lantern Rite, Hui Xing, the navigator of the Crux fleet, seems to be preparing for a unique training test. And at last, behind the scenes, ooh, in Liyue Harbor, sheesh, this is even better than normal. An adventurer is busy with a certain task. Amazing.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Okay, it's giving me all those new quests. So, that's the first quest chain. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Well, Festive Fever. Oh, I get to invite someone? Well, it's obviously going to be the new character. Yao Yao. At 200, we get some... fireworks. Primos, 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. Some screens. Crown? Big on crowns. Okay. Festival anecdotes. Exquisite Night Chimes Part 1. Okay. Exquisite Night Chimes Part 2. I wonder how many parts of this there are. I'll have to check. Event details. So that's these 4 things. Okay, how many Exquisite Night Chimes are there? I am going to check now. The Exquisite Night Chimes story. Part 1, Part 2, Epilogue. And then they have the other side events. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Ooh, who are you? A new Adeptus? Another Adeptus? Cool. Alright, sick. So I'll be back tomorrow. And get as much of this done as humanly possible. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish I would stop waiting because I like these events so much. I love them, in fact. But I just stall and slack and do other things. It's okay. I'll get it done. I have so much to do tomorrow. So much to do in general in life, but we'll get there. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Good night.